Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. I welcome you all to the learning series via News in Focus. This is the initiative where we're discussing the short news relevant for both prelims and mains examination. Today's topic of discussion is Colombo Security Conclave. This is again important for both prelims and mains. In prelims, there can be a direct multiple choice based question, and in the mains, specifically in General Studies Paper 2, you can use as a fodder point. Especially for the CAPF aspirant, this is going to be more relevant. So let's get started with the details about the Colombo Security Conclave. So the recent conclave, the National Security Advisor of India, Mr. Ajit Doval, has made a visit, and he recently was there and took part in the sixth NSA meeting. This was which was there's a meeting of the Colombo Security Conclave, better known as CSC, right? Now the participant country, I'll tell you the detail about the participant and member country also in a while, but before to that, the participant discussed various issues related to the terrorism, the challenges that is coming within the terrorism, shared the experience in the prosecutions of the terrorism cases. So basically, the part of the best practices which is there among the member countries were actually made shared. Apart from this, strategies to deal with the foreign fighters, countering the misuse of internet and social media were taken into consideration. And all the member country, the part of the member country, have also shared their best practices in a platform which is known as Colombo Security Conclave. Now, telling you the details about the Colombo Security Conclave, this is going to be pretty relevant for prelims examination. So this is a regional security grouping which comprises of India, Sri Lanka, Maldives and Mauritius. So you can just make a mnemonics out of it. It's ISMM, right? Now it's initially known as a Trilateral Security Council, corporations कहते थे इसे, जैसे TMSC भी कहा जाता था, which was a meeting held between the NSA and the Deputy NSA, National Security Advisor, between India, Maldives, Sri Lanka. This was till 2011. उसके बाद ये होल्ड पे हो गई थी because of the tension and escalations coming between India and Maldives relations. Now, after the revival and rebranding of the Colombo Security Conclave, Mauritius was added as a member to the grouping. Now, you also need to know about the observer country और कौन-कौन से member countries हैं. Now, member countries की अगर बात करें, India is among the one. Then we have Sri Lanka, bit obvious, Maldives and Mauritius. So these are the four member country, and the observer status has been given to Bangladesh and Seychelles. तो ये काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है. 2 member countries, 2 observers हैं और 4 member है permanent इसके. तो ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Now, what are the focus area of this particular conclave, or you can say the main pillars, if you call it the focus area, or you can call it the pillars. So this include the maritime safety and security, counter-terrorism and radicalizations, combating trafficking and transnational organized crime within or across the globe, which will also call for sharing of the best practices among the member countries, cyber security, protection of critical infrastructure and technology, and humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. So these are some of the important focus area, the priority areas upon which the part of the member countries, the conclave, take into considerations. Now, moving ahead with the significance of this particular conclave, that is the Colombo Security Conclave, call for institutionalization mechanism within this conclave to mitigate the impact of domestic politics change. We have recently seen the government change in Maldives. We have seen the worst economic situation in Sri Lanka as well. तो उस टाइम पे असिस्टेंस के लिए भी मदद करने में इस तरह की कॉन्क्लेव हेल्प करती हैं. Now, the Colombo Security Conclave hope resist the China's influence in the area, specifically जहाँ पे चाइना की डोमिनेंस है, फुटप्रिंट है, उस मेंबर कंट्रीज में उसकी डोमिनेंस को कम की जा सके. Even India has been pitching for with many other important platforms like Quad and other stuffs. Now, the grouping is also in line with India's vision of Sagar, which called for security and growth for all in the region, and India as being the member of the Quad grouping. So these are some of the specific significance for India. Geopolitically also, Colombo Security Conclave is important. Being the immediate neighbor of Sri Lanka, इस तरह की जो पॉलिसीज है एशियाज कंट्रीज में भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा सिग्निफिकेंट होगी. सो इफ़ यू आर एस्पिरेंट ऑफ PSIR, आपके लिए इस तरह के टॉपिक काफ़ी ज़्यादा रेलिवेंट है. दिस वॉज ऑल अबाउट फॉर दिस टॉपिक. I'll meet you in some of the other important topic relevant from the examination perspective. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stay connected.